Let's go ahead and get this party started. Good morning, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome in. We're just getting started right now. I'm about to pull up the music, and we're going to be talking about the speech competition that I won. I'm so excited. Let me see if I can pull this on the screen. Yeah, look at that. My girl. All right, so I am excited this morning. I'm just over the moon. How did this thing move back here? What's going on? Okay, let me make this larger. Okay. Hey, Daily Positive Affirmations is here. Welcome, 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 welcome. Welcome. Bye, Capricorn. Code name Jessica. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right. Hey, Divine Mary. Welcome in. We're going to be talking today about you manifesting, about dreams coming true, about how I manifested this speaking career, because I have some keys that I want to talk to you about real quick today. And we're going to. All right, so I think that was the text going out. So everything is running smoothly this morning. Oh, I appreciate it, you all. I appreciate it. Let me see. I got to sign into my Google. I did not do that. Welcome, welcome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh my goodness, my face is hurting. Oh my goodness, have I been smiling that much? Oh, it's telling me to do my two-factor authentication. Oh, and the thing is falling, falling, falling. All right. Welcome. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Sugar. That's what my mother's friend used to call us when we were little. Sugar. I used to wonder why she called us sugar. All right. Okay. Listen, we are going to go ahead and go live on all platforms, and then we're going to, let me just make sure the text went out. That is super loud. Let me turn that down just a wee bit. Let me hear. Okay, perfect, 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 perfect. Oh, what is happening? All right. Let's go ahead and get live on every platform. What's going on with my sound? I've been having sound issues. See, this is on the wrong track. Oh, so annoying. But, oh my gracious. It is what it is. All right, let's go ahead and get live on every platform. Okay. We are live on Twitch. We're live on Twitter. We're live on Facebook. We're live on LinkedIn. And of course, we are live on YouTube, which is the main platform. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am your host, Tonya TKO. I am a self-love specialist from TonyaTKO.com. I work with you on loving yourselves and one another. My primary audience are women, Black women actually, in the United States, and we have people all over the world, South Africa, Canada, UK, who are all in here today. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Go ahead and drop your city or country that you are from so I can see where everyone is. I just finished winning the National Speakers Association of New York City's storytelling speech competition. I came in first place. I told you all about the video that I put up to enter into the contest. And then on Friday, I had to go in person and give the speech. And I was so nervous. This was my first time writing a speech and performing it live. Whew. Oh, we got UK London in the house. So I help women learn to love themselves after relationship trauma. And this trauma can happen in childhood, it can happen in adulthood, it can be a parental relationship, romantic relationship. There are a lot of different relationships we have that cause us trauma, that make us doubt who it is that we are. And these are the people that I work with. I am a life coach from an accredited institution. I'm a certified clinical hypnotherapist. As such, I do a lot of visualization and imagery. Good morning. We got New York in the house. Wonderful. Los Angeles, it's early there. From Bronx in Dallas, North Carolina. There's a Dallas, North Carolina? Oh, that must be so confusing when you tell people you're in Dallas. All right. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, so let me tell you all a little bit about it. I was going to do a live behind the scenes yesterday with the text notification squad, but I was so exhausted. And then I also have, I'm a part of some clubs and organizations, and that's a little bit of what I want to talk to you all about today. I'm a part of some clubs and organizations for which I had duties on Saturday. So on Sunday, which is typically my day to do my sauna and my skin scrub and my sunning and all that other stuff, I just took yesterday to just relax. I even baked some bread. I took some time to bake some. You all want to see the bread I baked? I'm working on becoming a homesteader. I'm looking for some land. I want land in New York City or in the Westchester area, right? Or above. So I'm looking for some land, and because I have other announcements that I have not spoken about yet, I'm waiting for the confirmation on those. But yeah, so let me show you all the bread I baked. So I'm working on becoming a homesteader, and I baked this bread yesterday. This is the bread that I baked. Can you see that? So I baked this bread, and this is how it looked before I cut it. I scored it on top, as you can see there. And I also baked another bread loaf, which was this bread loaf right here. It did not come out right. I scored it and everything, but it did most of its rise before I put it in the oven. And then after I put it in, when I went to pick it up to put it in the oven, it collapsed on itself. So I'm having some trouble with my bread, and I don't know why I'm having these troubles. I don't know if it's because I'm hand kneading. Oh my God, I just looked at the screen. How did we get on bread from the Speakers Association? Let me reel it back in. So nonetheless, that's why I didn't do the behind the scenes broadcast yesterday, is because I was just really just kind of relaxing. And I tried to make some sourdough, but it did not my sourdough starter is dead. I'm just having some issues with my bread. I'm having some issues. So nonetheless, so I spent yesterday just bread baking in the garden, preparing for my spring planting. The things that I overwintered are looking amazing. The garlic, the onions, my cherry trees are beginning to grow leaves on them. And everything else is pretty much dead except for the collard greens, which lasted the whole winter. I'm about to pluck those leaves and eat them, saute them. Baby collard green leaves are so soft and succulent. So, if anything, you can learn from what it is that I'm saying right now is to please take time to take care of yourself, develop hobbies, and spend time in nature. I'm also thinking about getting a vermiculture bin so that I can get earthworms to eat our food scraps, right? So that's what I'm working on. So this is why today I'm coming out and talking about my win. So I went into the competition. I went in it to want to win it because last year I set the intention that I was going to be a public speaker this year. I don't know how many of you remember that I spoke about this. I had been speaking about this for a few years. And what happened is nothing. Nothing happened until I started making things happen. Nothing happened until I began to invest in myself. So this is why I'm doing this video. If you have a dream that you've been wanting to do, that you've been wanting to accomplish, if you have a dream that you've not yet accomplished, put your hand up. I want to see some hands up. If you are not on a cell phone and you're on a computer, put up the number 1. So you can do a hand up or a 1. I want to see how many people here have dreams that are still left inside of them. And I'm going to talk with you about transitioning those dreams from inside of you to actually in real life, because I am not any different than, well, we're all different, but I'm saying I have things that I want to accomplish. I have dreams that I want to accomplish. In 2016, I spent the whole year living in my car. So, okay, so we see, I'm looking for some hands. I see, okay, so Alicia, Lisa, another Alicia, Tanisha, Embracing Judy, Tawania, Mary. Okay, so I see it. All right. Elle, you didn't contact me like we talked about, but that's okay. Contact me, okay, so we can do the thing we talked about. Nonetheless, for years, how many of you remember, if you put up the number 2, if you remember that for years I've been talking about wanting to be a public speaker, asking you all how I could do it, asking you all to invite me to your things, to speak, etc. If you remember that, put up the number 2 or put up the peace sign for the 2 on your phone, right? Gary is saying, I sometimes disagree with your opinion, but never with you. You stand in the gap for our precious Black women, and for that I'm grateful. Okay, Gary. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay, so there are people who remember. Okay, so yeah, so I've been talking about this for years. I finally, at the end of last year, decided that I was going to do something about it. I invested in a course, and the course I invested in, after the 8 modules, I still didn't know how to write a speech. The modules were pretty surface. I don't know if these were for people who were starting from scratch. I don't know, but, and if there's anybody here who's from the group that I joined, I'm going to tell you here, I did not get what it is that I paid for. I didn't get what I paid for. So after I did the 8 modules, I was like, well, how do I write a speech? And from there, they were like, oh, well, you got to speak to our speech writing coach. And then the speech writing coach was a few $1,000s. Well, the person was charging a few $1,000s. It didn't cost me a few because I did not take it. Nonetheless, I was just looking around at the business model and the business structure, and I was talking to them, and I was like, well, listen, um, their other package was $40,000. That was the mastermind that they are. So they get you in for a few $1,000s. Then they tell you, oh, it's 40,000 if you want to join this mastermind, right? The upper levels, the echelons, right? And I was like, $40,000. And I was asking people who did it whether or not they felt that it was worth it, et cetera. And everybody was like, oh, yes, yes, it's worth it. It's worth it. And one guy, he was telling me that he was charging $2,000, that when he joined, it wasn't 40, but he had made his money back in speaking fees and all this other stuff. And I was just like, it didn't resonate with me to spend the $40,000. So I was like, what other way, right? So I started looking and Googling, and I found something that I had known about years ago, right? And so I joined this organization. The organization was like $100 for the year. It was just a membership fee. And in there, I began to meet people who were also on the track. They also had collaborations with other organizations. I then joined another organization and met people who were also on the camino. They were on the path, right? And I just started being presented with different opportunities for exactly the cost of a college degree at well, I don't know about a top tier college, but yeah, yeah. And I'm like, I was like, because I think people lose their perspective once they start these companies, and then they just, I don't know, but nonetheless, right? Because I was doing a few different things. Those of you behind the scenes, you know that there was a famous speaker that was supposed to mentor me, but when we got down to the brass tacks, their compliance person wrote to me and was like, well, you need to go back to that other group that you originally joined, the one that you originally invested in, because that's exactly, they told me to go back to that group. So I wasn't going to get the one-on-one mentorship, because I'm like, okay, if I'm investing this money, I want one-on-one. I don't want to be in a group with a bunch of other people. I just, and they had payment plans. Because yeah, they were sophisticated with it. They had investment, they had banks that would give, well, I don't know if they were banks or what, but you could do a payment plan where you would then take out a personal loan and all of this other stuff. And I was like, it just didn't resonate with me to do that. And so I faced a lot of rejections here and there. I was crying behind the scenes. When I would step in one way, things would crumble, and I wasn't really sure what to do. Everything I was trying just was falling. It was like sand just falling between my fingers. And so I found that organization that was like $100 a year. Then I joined the other organization that was like $1,000 for the whole year. Instead of, these things with some guru at the top with modules online, and then the upsell into these astronomically priced courses, I joined a reputable organization, and I've met people who are public speakers. I joined this competition. I won the competition. And from there, when I win the next round, I'm then going to go to nationals and be on a stage in front of, I believe, 5 to 20,000 people, right? My reason for doing this video in talking to you all today is about your effort. I want to ask some of you, right? And I'll probably open up the phone lines in just a moment. I want you, but this is for the regular person on here. I want you to think. So you have this dream. It's a dream, right? Tell me 3 things that you did last week towards the fulfillment of this dream. Tell me 3 things. And I want you to write them in the comments. And I'm going to look and see what were the 3 things, because years ago in 2014, and this is the 10-year anniversary of the closing of TKO Skin, by the way. I can't believe it's been 10 years. Time is just flying. If you think about it, the pandemic was 4 years. It's just crazy how life is just, whew. So tell me 3 things that you did last week towards the fulfillment of this goal. So let me see what it is that you've been doing. Because in 2014, I wanted to have a talk show. I wanted a show where I wanted it to be like, I wanted to be in studio and all this other stuff. And I was walking in the park one day, and I had to be really honest with myself. I felt all of this anguish. And so let me tell you what happens. According to the documentary Happy, we experience emotions on a daily basis, of which we become addicted to those emotions, so that if a day goes by where we're not feeling the emotions that we felt the day before, we just conjure a scenario in which we will feel this emotion. It'll just come up. So if you've been sad for a really long time, angry every day, envious, forlorn, if you've been feeling feelings of helplessness, just understand. Just understand that you're going to develop emotional patterns. And you're going to have to start forcing yourself to feel different emotions My affirmations book, I'm going to start selling them again. I'm going to get these affirmations books into your hands. Don't worry, right? You're going to become addicted to your emotions, and you're going to have to start forcing yourself to feel different emotions and feeling them consistently. And when you catch yourself falling into old patterns, you're going to have to catch it, check it, and change it. Catch, check, change, right? Whether you're hard on yourself or disrespecting yourself, having negative self talk, you're going to have to catch it, check it, and change it, right? My dream is more like a nightmare. I dreamt that the president of the United States would screw. No, I'm talking about a dream you want to fulfill. Don't play on my screen, please. You know what we're talking about. Patty, don't play. Ugh, these people. So, nonetheless, right? Hey, Izzy's in the house. That's my life coach, y'all. Ah. Right. So, new job, teaching myself how to save money, working to save to buy a car in cash, catch, check, change. Yes, yes, yes. All right, I'm going to open up the phone lines because I want somebody to tell me, be brave and tell me what your dream is. All right, so 323, if you look on the screens, the phone lines are open. 323-488-3149. So let us talk. 323-488-3149. Phone lines are open. Took a free online course since my budget is tight. Scheduled daily self-study time in my planner to practice my craft. 3, worked on my personal website. Okay, joined a course. 2, created a study schedule. 3, dedicated at least 1 hour of study every day and work on my own frequency to be conscious of it. Attended 2 mental sessions weekly to address self-sabotage and long-term healing. Okay, wonderful. Wonderful. I'm looking for one person who wants to be coached this morning for free. So you can call in and let's talk about your dream. All right. Phone line is open. I'm going to take one person because I am on my way to work out. I threw on this shirt, but I have my my sports bra and workout clothes underneath this. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I think I camouflaged it nicely. So thank you. Thank you. 323-488-3149 is the number. I'm looking for one person who wants to be coached this morning. And all right. So while we're waiting for the person to call in, I'll tell you, I so I got dressed up for the occasion. I did my makeup. I was in the energy of wanting to win. And one of the things that I will tell you, I joined this organization, and you know I'm Tonya TKO, so I speak whenever I come on here, right? However, I noticed that there is a difference between vlogging and a speech. When we're vlogging, we're having a conversation, we have more time. I can dive into a bunch of other things. When I'm doing a speech, when a speech is written, it has to be concise, it has to be potent, there needs to be a message, there needs to be a call to action. The audience that you're speaking to has to be embedded in the speech. And so when I joined the first organization, I'm like, I'm Tonya TKO, I don't have to practice for my speeches. And I ended up messing up. I lost a few contests behind the scenes in the first organization, and that gave me the humility that I needed to understand that I have to write my speech, I have to study my speech, I have to practice my speech, and I have to do what it is that I need to do to memorize my speech so that when this big contest came around, I was like, you know what? I'm not going to take it to chance. I wrote my speech over and over and over again. I worked with 3 different coaches I worked with 2 coaches and a member. And they each have different styles. And so I was getting conflicting information from all of them. However, one of the things that I needed to do was I had to have the humility to open myself to feedback and criticism. I had to take a long, hard look at myself and how I was doing things. And I had to create my change. I had to create my change. So, phone line is open. So I went into the event. I was really nervous. I spent some time just meditating to myself. I got dressed in my beautiful dress, the red dress, because I went there in, workout clothes, workout casual, whatever they're called nowadays. And then I went on the stage. I took a deep breath. I looked out at the audience, and then I began. And the moment I began, that's when they pressed the thing to start the timer. And when I started telling my story, it was a lot different than practicing at home. When I started telling my story, I was getting visual feedback from the audience. People were looking at me, people were feeling it, they were laughing, some people were clapping. And it was a lot different interacting live. I went through the motions. I remembered 99.9% of my speech. I forgot one line, and it's okay. People who had never heard it before didn't realize that the line wasn't in there, and the speech was okay without it. People came up to me afterwards telling me how the speech made a difference in their life, how they got goosebumps. Some people felt the ancestors. Some people cried. The person who was the MC of the event, she was shaken up by my speech. I was basically talking about how you are the manifestation of your ancestors' dream. That is one of the affirmations in my affirmations book. And so they recorded the speech and they're going to put the speech up on the national website. When the speech is up, I'll tell you all when it's there and then you can go and support, because I would love your support so that these people know that Tonya TKO has supporters. There are people who back me. And a win for me is a win for all of us and a win for the universal consciousness. So I am happy to let you all know when the speech is going to be up. So, Nikki says accepting criticism can be difficult for me. It can be eye-opening. And the thing about it is you accept the criticism. However, you still have to look within yourself to assess what is true from the criticism. What is the motivation of the person giving you the criticism? How true do you feel the criticism is? And are you willing to do something about it? Those are the things. I am waiting for one person. I'm just going to talk about the phone lines right now. One person who wants to be coached live. And if no one wants to be coached, was I scared? I was nervous. I was nervous. I was nervous that I wouldn't remember, because one of the things, because I was talking about my mother and her death. And when I did the speech in one of the organizations behind the scenes, I got choked up and I was not able to continue speaking for a long while. So I got choked up and I was like just looking down and I was just like trying to gather myself. They thought I was reading my notes because it was over Zoom. Oh, a call is coming in. You're on the air live with Tonya. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Hi, Tanya. Good morning. My name is Elle. I'm from Jersey.
Oh, hold on. Say your name again.
Elle from Jersey.
Okay, L. I say something right now.
Test.
Okay, I'm not hearing you. Give me just one moment. I need to get you in my correct speakers. Okay, say something now.
Test. Test.
Okay, perfect. I hear you now. Wonderful. Oh, are you not able to hear me?
Yeah, I could hear you.
Oh, okay. So, what is the dream that you have?
For this year, I my desire is to complete my master's degree. I stopped sometime in 2021. A lot with the pandemic. I was
Mm-hmm.
moving, and I was just burned out. And so now I'm ready to, go back into it. It's just I've been having trouble, starting.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So
So
your
I.
so
Mhm.
your dream is to finish your master's. What's stopping you?
Honestly, internally, and I had to, think about it. It's my state of mind and my state of readiness. It's mostly fear that I have in failing, honestly. I had some trouble before during that time. Everything was kind of like in a disarray at that point, and I had gotten a C in one of my classes, and in grad school, a C is considered failing. So I would have to, repeat that. So in my mind, I'm going back and forth, like, am I ready? Am I ready? Am I ready? Do I have time to focus? Am I, doing the right thing? Should I even, all these questions in my head that is, hindering me from, I mean, I already spoke to the administrator. I got all the information that I needed to get in the documents that I need to submit. It's just I haven't put pen to paper and done it yet. And I gave myself a deadline, but the deadline has passed. And I don't know, it's just a failure to launch right now.
Okay, well, question, an honest, sincere question. Okay, are you able to do this right now?
In which capacity? Like mentally, financially,
All of that.
time wise?
Are you able to do it? Mentally,
Yes.
financially, physically?
Um, Physically, financially, yes. Mentally is what I'm struggling
Okay.
with, like, self doubt, you know.
Okay. Okay. Well, what is it that you're doing to work on your self-doubt?
Even more self doubt, just sitting with myself and vacillating between should I, shan't I, should I, shouldn't I, not really much, just going over and over and over in my head, what I've been feeling, not really doing anything actions wise, just, ruminating on it, I guess.
Okay. Well, let's do this. Let's get you a life coach to work with you. Let's put in some sweat equity. Let's put your money where your mouth is. Can you afford a life coach?
It really depends. It really, really depends on what the cost is.
It's like $100 a session for the typical life coach.
Hmm. Yeah, maybe that's something I could swing. I'd have to, look into my finances and see if I can move anything. But it seems possible.
Let's, sign up for 4 sessions. Commit to 4 sessions with a life coach. The school that I went to is called IPEC, IPEC. There are
Hmm.
2 different ways. You can look for a business coach or a coach that you resonate with. They have black coaches, they have all different types of coaches. And then there are also coaches that need to get their certifications. So I know with my school, when I needed to work on my certification, I had to coach a certain number of hours, right? And so if you
Right.
find a person who is working on their certification, they can coach you for little to nothing, and you can get the benefits of a professional life coach at a fraction or no cost. Depends on the coach, right? So if you go to IPEC and you speak with them about, working with a coach looking for their certification, they can connect you with one. Or you can just pay a coach, invest $400 in that, and I guarantee you, when you invest the money in the coach, that is going to shift something inside of you, and you're going to start taking your deadlines a lot more seriously. You're going to start showing up for yourself in a different way once you put your money where your mouth is.
Yeah. You know what? I was actually really considering that. I hear you talk about it a lot. I know that you also are a life coach and you do coaching as well. And I was thinking, like, maybe this would really be beneficial for me. Like I was, thank you for suggesting that because I was really considering it.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So I would love to hear what happened. Someone in the audience wants to know whether or not this degree is something that you even need.
Um, I'm of the thought that anything that I do, anything, that I touch would, and so to speak, turn to gold. I really have high expectations and, um, you know, uh, I think highly of myself, so to speak. So I believe that in any course of life that I take that I would be successful. However, it's something that I started and, I'm the type of person that when I start something, I must finish it, and in the
Mm-hmm.
future, because it goes directly with the field that I'm currently working in, it would give me a leg up in, what I'm doing right now. So it
Okay.
would be beneficial in the long run.
Okay, so it is something that would help you. How far are you from
Oh, yes.
finishing?
I did all the prereq classes, minus the one that I, failed. So I would say I would need maybe like a year and a half, 2 years to complete it.
A master's is only 2 years. How you still got 2 years left?
Because the way I was taking it, I wasn't at full time, so it really depends
Oh,
on if I take it full time, how long I'm taking, if I'm going through the summer, if I'm taking a break. You know what I mean? It really
got
depends
you.
on. But I really want to just go straight through and just finish it.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. I feel you. All right. Well, you know what? Look into that. And we've spoken before in the past, so I look forward to hearing from you again in the
Yeah.
future. So let us
Yes.
know, are you committed to getting your life coach? Go open up the website now.
Yeah. What is it called? IPIC.
IPEC.
IPEC. IPEC. Yes. Okay. IPEC coaching.
Okay, yeah. So that, and then, yeah, yeah. And you know what? One
Yeah.
of
I'll
the one of
definitely
the young
call.
ladies that
hmm
I just recently coached behind the scenes in business coaching, she's also a coach, but she works mainly with real estate people. So, oh no, you know what? I think you know what? No, she's a what's next coach. So she helps people, she helps women figure out what's next. And so, if you want me to
Mm.
put you in touch with a knockout who's a coach who went through the same program that I went through, let me know. You can always write to me, and I can pass her information over to you.
Beautiful. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Okay. Have a great rest of your day.
You as well. And
All right.
congratulations.
Oh, thank you, and thank you for having the bravery to call in and face your discomfort.
It's just talking about it, keeps me more accountable. So I'm glad I did.
Right. Okay. Thank you. I'm glad you did too. Bye bye.
Thank you. Have a good day.
All right. Somebody says, I thought there was no accreditation for life coaching. Oh, no, there is absolutely accreditation for courses. I went through an accredited course. So, like, see, because that's the thing. There's some people who are taking a weekend course, a 1 day something online, and they're calling themselves a this or that. Mm-mm, mm-mm. No, the program I went through took me 2 years to go through my program. And it's supposed to be a year, but it took me 2 years to go through it. And it is an accredited course. So, yes, there are also national agencies that certify life coaches. So, yeah, make sure that the people that you're going to have some sort of accredited program, training, some certifications, something, because there's a lot of people out here who just calling themselves a life coach. Like there's a woman who has very strong pick me energy who would combat me on my webs on Instagram site, and she would, any video that I put up, she would try to tear me down about how, women are the ones, this, and the men are this, and la 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 la, right? I'm going to take one more call, by the way. And I had to ask her, I said, listen, which program did you go through to become a life coach? Because I need to contact them and figure out why you're out here saying this. She told me she never went through any course. I said, uh-huh. Not only that, how many of you are on my other page? On my other page, let me turn this down just a little. I feel like I'm peeking. No, I'm not peeking. On my other page, I put up a video of a man who said that human beings are not supposed to drink water. Somebody wrote to me yesterday and they were like, this man has a PhD in biochemistry. I said, oh, yeah? I said, what school did he go to? Where's his thesis? Where are any of his published papers? Where are his peer-reviewed research? Where's his peer-reviewed research? People are like, oh, he got all of these testimonials. Okay, those are the testimonials that he's quote unquote choosing to show. What about the people who died? What about the people who never wrote in because they got bad results? What about the testimonials that are being hidden? What about how we can't verify that these testimonials are real? I'm like, I went to the man's website. I did not see anything talking about any type of PhD. I just saw a lot of talk. Where is any of this coming from? You see, now, as we as Black people, we have an inherent distrust of the medical system. However, we need to require more of the people who are giving us information. We need to require more. So I'm looking, because the guy said human beings are not supposed to drink water. People are like, well, you're supposed to get your water through fruits and veggies and this, that, and the other. I am telling you from a person who has worked with certified holistic practitioners that when I did my 30-day juice cleanse, that the practitioners still instructed me to drink water. Why? When the body is digesting, it is using resources that could be used for healing. You do not want to stimulate a digestion response in order to get hydration. So it's like people say a lot of different things online. He's basically, listen, for those of you who are not on the page, it's Tonya TKO clips. Go to the page. I'm going to pull it up right now. The video, right? And listen, this is not medical advice meant to diagnose anyone. You need to talk to somebody who here. So this is the video. Listen.
Drink water.
Hold on. Let me get the sound into my here. Listen.
You do not drink water. Dogs drink water. Camels drink water. Four-legged beasts drink water. Do you know in order to drink water scientifically, you will have to stand on all fours, you have to elongate your neck, and you have to lap the water with your tongue? Your tongue is not even long enough and it don't have the type of muscles that other mammals have to even lap that water in. In order for you to drink water, you got to close your hands together, do this. You got to do everything but what you can do naturally with it to even drink this water. You getting water in cups and glasses. You weren't born with cups, glasses, and bowls and none of that other shit. These are utensils that you make for you can assimilate other creatures for you can start drinking these things. Just like you make knives and you make forks because you don't have claws like a carnivore and you make these knives and these forks.
I don't even want to listen to any more of this morning. I don't even want to listen to any more. So this is the person that the person is claiming has a PhD. Let me see if this person has responded to me, because I wrote to this person yesterday asking for, here, let me pull up I wrote to this person yesterday asking for them to show me where this person has a PhD. Because I went to this person's website. I saw no mention of a PhD. Let's see. All right, let's see. Where's this person? Let me top comments. No, newest first. Let's see. Here she go. He has a PhD in biochemistry amongst other certifications. He's not just talking. He actually does a lot of research and has proven results of his work. I definitely would have looked more into him and his work before posting this, but hey, that's just me. And I'm talking about how this video is irresponsible. Everybody has different nutritional needs. Everybody was not born in lands with fruits every season. Every body processes sugars differently and in different climates. Were we meant to eat fruits in cold weather? And the data is out there. Fruits are dense in sugar. Well, the sweet fruits are. And in colder climates, it is stated that we having our fruits flown in from all of these climates in the winter and all this other stuff, this is part of the reason that in the winter we crave like potatoes and comfort foods and sugars. And listen, so I asked her, okay. So I said the same thing I said to you all. I have worked with certified naturopaths when I did my 30-day juice cleanse. Even on juices, I drank water. Why? Because stimulating digestion every time we want to hydrate is not ideal for healing. Regarding a PhD in biochemistry, I believe nothing on the internet, which I can't verify. Then I went to his site. I looked around. I saw no mention of a damn PhD. I came back and I said, tell us the school he received this alleged PhD from. No education is listed on his website, so I'm having trouble finding it. And please point me to the thesis he published in order to get said PhD. What about peer-reviewed journals and independent reviews? Anything besides his claims on the internet? The centers which are doing verified research have them published. Where is any of this located? Point me in a direction and I'll retract my words. So this is, I see no response from her. She hasn't responded back. So what I'm saying is there's a lot of people saying a lot of different things on the internet, but where's the proof of any of this? Where is the proof? I didn't see any list of any PhD. And then also, when we are working towards getting to truth, like the leaders of the field, like I realized this because I was working with an endocrinologist last year. And this year my primary care physician, I was talking with my primary care, my PCP, and I realized the difference between her and my endocrinologist. My endocrinologist was like a rock star. And my endocrinologist had published papers, has published the research he's done. If you look for it online, you can Google the person's name and you can see their peer-reviewed research. My PCP, I was thinking about the level of doctoring. There are some doctors who are rock stars in the field and they publish journals, they publish papers, they publish their research, they work with other doctors to get to the truth. Where is any of that for a man who says that your tongue is not designed to drink water? You can suck up water with your lips. It's like I don't understand why we as Black people continue to listen to people with no certifications. In this year of 2024, let's do better. Let's do better. Let's do better. Let's open up the phone lines for one more call if you are brave enough to receive some coaching, because I do need to. It's 9:44 Eastern Standard Time, and I need to get ready to do my workout. So I'm doing a full body workout oh, we have not moved. Hold on. I did not put my timer up. Let's get some movement. Let's get a movement break. Let's stand up and do 1 minute of movement. Let's listen to some hip hop. Let's see if we could find some hip hop to listen to. Let's see if we can find some hip hop with some words in it. Let's see what this is. Let's hear what we have here. This says old school hip hop. Come on, let's hear it.
Baby, I'm way too to be worried about what it say about me. I'm way too.
I can't do it. I cannot do it. Let's try something else.
The only hoe I'm trying to see right now is a whole lot of money. Y'all can keep the rest of that shit.
Yeah.
It just got real. Say how you feel. Got is mad. Yeah, that's too bad. Off of my dick, I got him stressed out. Look at me, I'm blessed now. Tell him I'm the best.
I ain't feeling it. Let's see. It's a shame. Let's try this one called No Fumble. Let's see. And if there is ever a song that you hear me play that you like, that you are feeling, just Shazam it and then get it for yourself. Okay, I can get with this. It's slow, but it's the morning, so let's get up out of our seats. Come on, everybody. I'm gonna set my timer for 1 minute. You know what? I'll put a big timer up. Hold on. All right, let's see. Here, let me put my mode here. Let's clear this. What is this? This is seconds. Here, minute. All right, here. This is our minute timer right there. So come on, get up out your seat and move just for 1 minute. Let's move and groove and okay? Listen, it doesn't matter how you move as long as you move. That's it. It doesn't, listen, it doesn't matter as long as you, hey. Listen, all of the people who are writing, I'm not playing with you. I'm not playing with you. I need everybody to get their asses up. I don't want to see anybody writing on my doggone screen when we're in our movement break. Unless your phone is in your hand and you're typing an emoji, I don't even want to see that. We have 1 minute to move ourselves, and I want everybody up out of their doggone seats. I don't see how that's difficult. This is for your life. Get up and move. I don't understand this. Why are people still writing on the screen? I'm going to start calling out names. Bahia, you need to be up. Martell, you need to be up. Listen, Martell, don't play with me today. I will take away your ability to comment. You're talking about some damn leopard pants when you need to have your ass up out your damn seat. Bahia, if you taking a crap, why is your phone in your hand? Put your phone down and concentrate on what you're doing, girl. This is not the time. This ain't the time. This ain't the time. This ain't the time. Wipe yourself. Get up off the damn toilet and move. Clench your cheeks. Do something. But this is inappropriate. Listen, somebody said they want to hear some Latin music. Okay, we will put up some Latin music. Let's get a little bit of a faster pace up, because I don't understand. Listen, I don't know about this. Let's see. It's too much. It's too much. Let's see. This one is.
Hoy pienso en qué pasó y cómo me afectó
Okay.
las horas que pasé en aquel bus. No entiendo bien por qué mi abuelo distraído se bajó sin mí. Yo seguí.
I don't know why this just sounds so beautiful to me.
Acapulco no era un lugar para una niña de mi edad con solo 4 años.
All right. Okay. Okay, we'll pick it up. We'll pick it up. We'll pick it up. Listen to Keisha, don't do me like that. 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 like that. Don't do me like that.
Una noche pensando en ti, espero que todo esté.
I gotta get something different than this. All right, go on. Get about this seat, everybody. Get about this seat. Everybody. Especially all the K. Listen, there's no excuse now. Get up. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Listen. Did we get our minute? Let's get our minute of just some movement up, okay? Let's just get our minute. Listen. You know what we'll do? We'll do 1 minute and 30 seconds. So we'll get a minute and a half, okay? Here. Come on. There goes your timer, so you know how much you need to do. Come on. Come on. All right, see, we only got 55 more seconds. 37 more seconds. Come on. Thank you. Right now we're moving, Oak. So no need for typing. Just get up out your seats. Whew. All right. More seconds. I know it's not over. Oh, we got some more. Whew. Thank you, Bridget. That's what you're supposed to do. All right. And see, that's the time right there. That went fast, right? Okay. All right. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. All right. We're going to take one more phone call and then we're going to end the call. We're going to end the broadcast. So the number is on the screen, 323-488-3149. Empress is moving on her drive to work. Wonderful. That's what it's all about. Even if you just have to clench some cheeks or whatnot, do what you need to do to just get your movement in. And please use these as inspiration during your day, that if you are working, that you get up and that you move, okay? And you move in any way that can get your heart rate up. If you have to run up and down some stairs, if you just have to jump in place, whatever it is, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't have to be solid gold dancing moves. It doesn't have to be. All it has to do is just you moving your body. That's it. All right, so phone line is open, 323-488-3149. I'm taking calls from people who have a dream that they want to accomplish and are looking for a little bit of coaching this morning to help guide you towards accomplishing your dream. So Oak did a little two-step in the kitchen. That's wonderful. I'm happy. That's what it's all about. Just make sure that during the hour, if you spend 8 hours sitting down working, make sure that you get up 8 times and do 8 different breaks. You don't want to sit there with the blood pooling at your feet. You want your calf muscles to pump that blood back up to your heart. You just want to keep everything moving and grooving on the inside. Health is wealth, and no need to wait until it's deteriorating for us to wish that we had it. Do what it is that you can do now, because if you don't use it, you lose it. 323-488-3149. I'm looking for one more person to call in who wants some coaching. Mojo, listen, I don't know what's going on with you. You know, if that is how you're getting your movement in, you know, who am I? Who am I to say anything? Do what you gotta do. There's the number on the screen, 323-488-3149. Why are people afraid to get coaching on their dreams? Is it because you don't want to really do it? Because if we were talking about something scandalous, the phone line would be ringing off the hook. If you, and I know you're out there, this is why I opened it up for one more phone call, because if you feel it in your spirit to call in, stop questioning and second guessing yourself and just call. Just call. This is for you. And you get an opportunity to get a coach that charges $500 an hour to coach you complimentarily live on the air. All right. 323-488-3149. The number is scrolling across the screen right there. And we have an apple that has come in from Jonathan. We'll check that in just a moment. Well, I'll read it right now. Jonathan says, "Good morning, Tonya. Congratulations." Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Queen Lynn says, "Procrastination." I'm waiting for that last person. You know who you are. You know I'm talking right to you. You know in your heart you want to call. You know you do. Self-love is holding yourself accountable and putting yourself in a position for success. You know that you want to call. You know the number is reaching out to you. You know it is. So let me what in the world? Wow. Okay. Okay, well, listen, I put myself here for you, and if you're not willing to take it, I am going to go ahead and release the opportunity so that you don't feel the pressure. Okay. Nat said that they have to go. They don't want to be late to work. I understand. I understand. Queen Lynn, what's going on with you? I see you saying procrastination. What's happening? The line is open. All right, we got our last call in. You're on the air live with Tonya. What's your name and where you calling from?
This is Bahia. Not you calling me out while I'm taking a crap on your live.
Girl, you've wiped up and
That was
washed your hands up and
I'm
everything
good. I'm
already?
good. I'm clean. I'm ready. Like, yes. Hi,
Okay.
Tonya. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. But if you're taking that long in the bathroom, you might need to hydrate. Don't listen to that man.
Yeah.
Don't.
No, you're definitely right. You're definitely right. Yesterday was my daughter's 16th birthday, and I had a lot going on, and I was holding. Yeah, I was holding in, and then
We've
this
gone we've
morning
gone
I
too
had to
far.
go.
We've gone too far. We've gone too far. Let's reel it back in. Let's reel it back
Okay.
in and let's talk about your dream. My goodness. Oh, I can tell
So,
you grew up with a lot of brothers because I only see men get down like that. Go ahead.
So, my dream really, is to get my life in a path in a way that I feel comfortable. Like for my daughter, really, like I've been kind of, I feel like I've been winging my life so much. But things have been working out. I just need order or structure to make things happen for myself. I'm very talented, in so many ways.
Okay, so
Very
let's
creative.
talk about the order and structure. What do you mean by that?
Yeah. So I'm not sure if it's like me being such a procrastinator that's holding me back, or just some type of trauma that kind of comes in and stops me from from my track, from getting from point A to point B. Um, so yeah, I do procrastinate a lot, and I wait last minute for a lot of things. So I need to really
Okay.
figure out how to fix that.
Okay. So I was seeing somewhere that procrastination is a depression response.
Mhm.
So I what support are you receiving in terms of really kind of helping you? Do you journal?
I'm not journaling currently. I
Okay.
used to,
Okay.
but
When let me ask you this. When was the last time in your life that you felt like you had things in order? What was different about that time than now?
that hmm, I don't know. I can't think of any time where I really felt like I had things in order.
Okay, so
In my 36 years, like
mhm.
I really can't think of any time, honestly.
So
Like
then
I feel like I've
so hold
been
on,
winging
question,
my entire
question,
life.
question. So then what does order look like to you? How do you know that you're not in order right now?
Um, I guess maybe because I see how it looks for some people, and
For who?
um, uh, some people just have
Who?
things
Who's the
together. Like they,
person? Who?
I guess, yeah, I guess I'm just looking at outside things
Who?
without really,
Are these people in your
people
real
just,
life or people on
people,
Instagram?
yeah, people in my life, not really. Some people in my life, but a lot of people I feel are winging it. I don't want to be one of those people though anymore.
You're
This is one.
I need you to answer the question though. Who is it that you're seeing that you're saying, "Oh, well they have all of this stuff in order." Who is this person? Is this a cousin? Is this a colleague? Is this someone at work?
My mentors, my elders, my um some friends.
Okay.
Um,
Okay. So
yeah.
let's talk about these mentors. So you have a mentor that you say has it together in a way that you would like to have it together.
Yes, I do. These are like mentors that I grew up with. Like they're my elders that I don't really communicate with as much as I used to. And I feel like I should be at a space because I had them there for me. So,
Okay.
I don't
So
know if
hold
it's
on.
like
What
an
is it what
embarrassment
is it
thing.
that's stopping you from contacting these people that you say are your mentors?
Yeah, I don't know if it's like embarrassment or just me not wanting to like burden people um
Okay.
with my stuff, which I feel is like minor compared to what other people may be dealing with. And I just feel like I have to get it like fix it myself.
Okay, let me ask you this
Um,
question. Let's get to the nitty-gritty. Okay, Bahia? Let's get to the nitty-gritty.
yeah.
What is it that you're willing to do to accomplish this dream? What are you willing to do? What are you willing to give?
Uh, um, what I'm willing to give um my time and to learn what I need to do. Um,
Okay. And
I
you know what? Hold on. I really need you to be honest with me. Okay.
okay.
Because you're speaking really slow and apprehensively, and I need you to be really honest. Remember, we talked in the beginning of this video about how honesty is really the key to getting where it is that you want to be. Okay? So I need you to be
Yeah.
honest
So
with me. Hold on. The question is, what is it that you're willing to do to accomplish this dream?
yeah, I the only thing I can think of is to like put my time and energy into something, but I don't know how to make that happen because I know that I've tried so many times and it seems like I don't it seems like there's like some type of blockage or something.
Okay, so let's talk about this, right? The truth of the matter is that you're not really willing to do much to accomplish this dream right now.
Uh,
So the dream, right? The dream, this carrot dangling out there in the ever tomorrow, right? This unattainable dangling carrot becomes the self-abuse. I'm not here and I'm upset with myself for not being here, yet I'm not willing in this moment to do anything to get there. So that my thought, the connection that I have with this place is the self-abuse. So that I will ever be longing for this place. Because you have the mentors at your disposal. You have people that you can talk to. You have, therapy is available. Yet you're not doing any of those things, but still concentrating on this thing that you say is a dream. What would happen if you
well,
release
I
this
do
dream?
go to I have gone to therapy. I just feel like I don't know if I just like expect certain things out of like when I do things and I'm like, okay, I expect this result. And I'm not like it just doesn't seem to occur the way I expect.
What I want you to
So,
do, listen, let's not get distracted. Don't get distracted. What I want you to do is concentrate on how much of your connection to this dream is self-abuse. That's what I want us to concentrate on right now. That there's a place that you say you want to be. And the longer you say you want to be there, the more anguish you feel. What would happen if you released this place that you say you want to be and just accepted where it is that you are right now?
I have accepted where I am right now. But when you ask me about my dreams, I do have dreams, but I think I am like pretty content with where I'm at. And it's like, yeah, I want more. I want to accomplish certain things, and I have accomplished many things. But yeah, I just get into these spaces where I'm like, okay, is that it? It's just really a discouragement after a while, especially since I know I have put in effort in the past. Maybe sometimes I just will I just kind of give up for a while, you know.
Okay. So
Um,
you're getting distracted again. Let's reel it back in, okay? Let's go to the very beginning. You said your dream is to not be winging it, to have structure, to have things together. What does that look like for you?
um, it looks like you know I don't know. I
So
don't
how do you
know.
know you're not there if you don't know what it looks like?
Mm, it just looks a little bit different than what it is right now. A
What does it
lot,
look
like
like? How do you know
I
you're not
have
there? What does it look like when you wake up in the morning? What's the difference between having things together and the way things are now?
so m- me and my daughter, I feel like we need to I think we need to like maybe move or something. Like I've been in a lot of, like I mentioned, I had a lot of trauma that I guess is just kind of stuck in my body. Um, and so I relive it. You know, I'm a cancer survivor, so it's like I I had some pains in my body that like reoccur still. Like when I wake up in the morning, that's
We're
kind of the
getting
first thing
okay.
that comes to
We're
mind.
getting distracted again. So do
I
you
don't
remember
know
the
what you
original
mean by
question?
me being distracted.
Because we're veering away from the question, right? Because we can talk about a lot of different things, but the time is limited, so I need us to be very pointed with our answers so that we could stay on track. So, how do you know that you are not in a place where things are together? What does that look like? That's the question. What does it look like?
Um, it looks like having my time managed. It looks like me being able to get things done timely. Like I think that that's really it. Like having things done on time. Finishing tasks. You know. Um, ha- having showing up for myself. You know, like
Okay.
I show up for others.
Okay. So, showing up for yourself, having your tasks done, what would it take for you to wake up and start having some of these tasks done? Give me an example of a task.
So getting groceries on schedule every week, not like being behind on on my family stuff, like home stuff, um, and being able to show up for my daughter in a way where I don't feel like I'm winging it. Like she's
Okay.
really a bright child, and
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like I don't feel like I'm accomplished enough maybe for her.
Okay.
Um,
Okay. So there's a lot of things going on, right? And I'm glad that you
yeah.
called. So thank you for having the bravery to call. I'd love for you to figure out how to get the right therapist for you because I'm getting the impression that part of what's holding you back is not the time, but some internal thing that's stopping you because there's blockages.
Hmm.
And I think that you could benefit from working one on one with a therapist who is dedicated to you, who is a good fit for you. So you said
Right.
that you tried therapy, but that you didn't get what you were putting in.
Yeah. I just it feels so like generic. Um, every time I've gone to therapy,
When you say
and
it
it's
feels
I'm like,
generic, what do you mean?
or just like it just doesn't seem so like I'm not. I don't think I'm getting what I expect to get
What are
when
you
I think of
expecting?
therapy.
What are you expecting?
Like everybody's always talking about, oh my goodness, like therapy is so great and it's changed my life and all of that stuff. And I just don't feel that the same way. I
Okay.
don't have the same sentiments.
how many different therapists have you tried?
Uh, 3,
Okay, and what were some of
4,
the what
yeah.
were for what over the course of how long?
Uh, the course of 10 years.
Okay. So what were some of the things that were lacking from each therapist? Talk to me and be very pointed with your answers so that we could just hone in on the point.
Not really feeling like they can relate to what I'm dealing with or what I've been through. Um, Not being black, um, and just yeah, I guess those things.
Okay, so when you
And
say not being okay, go ahead.
and also like just wanted to prescribe like drugs, like depression drugs, and I'm not into those things. So yeah,
Okay, so how many different therapists said that they wanted to prescribe just depression drugs to you?
2.
Okay, so two out of the four.
Uh huh.
Okay. Um, were these psychiatrists? Because a typical psychologist is not going to be able to prescribe drugs to you.
Yeah. Um. Well, yeah. I guess those two that did the prescribing were psychiatrists. But
Okay, so
I've
let's
also
let's
gone to
let's. So you said out of the four, you felt that they couldn't relate to you. They weren't
yeah.
black. Two of them wanted to prescribe drugs, and you said you're not into that. What is it that you're not into regarding the drugs?
I'm not really into I'm not into like unnatural drugs that might change my body or anything that I feel I don't fully understand. I don't want to just take
Okay,
things,
have you
without.
have you researched any natural antidepressants?
Yeah, I have
And
St. John's wort.
have you taken St.
Um,
John's wort?
yes.
And what was the result?
I, I haven't done it consistently, so I'm not gonna. I guess I can't really,
How long did you take it
vouch for
before? Did
it.
you take it 1 day, 2 days, 3 days? How long did you take it?
Like I think consistently, maybe like 7 days consistently, but not. I've never really been like on top of it, for
Okay. So when
to
I
see the
so
results.
so see Bahia, when I ask you, what is it that you're willing to do? Right? Remember
Mhm.
that video that I put up of the guy who he wanted to get back in his wife's good graces, so he did a blue heart emoji every day, and he was going to do it
Mm,
365 days. He only lasted 21 days.
yeah.
Okay. So let me say this, and then I'm going
Mhm.
to release the phone call because there's a lot of things that you must do on your own. There's a lot of work that you must do, and you have to think within yourself, okay? So if you don't want prescription medication and you're looking for a natural alternative, are you even willing to take the natural alternative? Because St. John's wort takes about 3 weeks to be able to kick in. You said you tried it for 7 days. You know it takes about 3 weeks, right?
Yeah, I know it takes a little
Okay,
while for,
so,
but
right. So
mhm.
I need you to try again in terms of therapy, but I need to find out whether or not the issues that you were having were issues that were created, like, oh, well, this person isn't black, so they can't relate. Or was it like true? Like, was this person just unable to relate to you? And what does relating to you look like? Like, when you say she couldn't relate to you, what do you mean by that? Was she like, oh, I don't think that that's true, or was she just looking at you blankly? What do you mean?
Yeah, it's like the stone looks, and yeah, I don't. That was with the non-black. I've had a black therapist as well, but yeah, I don't.
And
I'm
so
not relating.
What was the issue with the black therapist?
I just didn't feel like I just didn't feel like she was like qualified.
Okay, when you say not qualified, what was she twerking in the session?
No. It wasn't like I wasn't getting anything from it. I just was like, okay, I'm just here like trauma dumping and that's it.
Okay. Well, I need you to write down three things. Okay?
Okay. I'm here. Hello?
Okay, so number one, look into finding a therapist who is right for you. One or two sessions, or even take some time to speak with them before your session and see whether or not you all are a good fit. Tell them what it is that you need. What is it that you feel that you need in therapy? Do you need someone to ask you questions? Do you need someone to challenge you? Do you need someone to empathize? What is it that you feel that you need?
Yeah, I think I do need someone that will challenge and also ask questions and just be like
Okay, so
dedicated
so
to the process.
so this is what I want you to do, right? I want you to write down that you need to find a new therapist, and I need you to write down four different things that you need from a therapist, and then contact your insurance company, get the names, numbers, offices, and see if you can have a conversation with the therapist and tell the therapist what it is that you need. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll add a little bit of context after, but second thing is I want you to look into a life coach.
Okay.
And the third thing is I need you to try the St. John's wort. You probably need to get a new bottle because I don't know how long ago you had that bottle, but try the St. John's wort and try it consistently. Put it someplace where you see it, and when you're doing something else, you're reminded to take it, whether you put it in the bathroom in the morning so that when you go to brush your teeth that you see the St. John's, or at your morning routine you put the St. John's there so that you are made aware to take it, and so it's triggered. Oh, this is here, let me take this. Okay, so insight in mind. Okay, so those are the three
Yes.
things that I want you to work on, because sometimes our issues can just really, they can avalanche, they can grow, they can snowball, where it starts out where it's one thing, then it starts rolling down the hill, and then now it's this and it's that, and there are a lot of different things all rolled up into it, where if we can just peel this apart and just start doing one thing at a time, like even if you just start with the St. John's wort while you're looking for a therapist. Okay, because I've tried
Mhm.
St. John's wort before in the past, and it did wonders for lifting me out of my mood,
Mm. Okay.
but I needed to be
Yeah, I've
consistent with
heard good
it.
things about it.
Yeah,
I just
St. John's
like
wort is
okay.
amazing. So, and then also for me, I've had black therapists, I've had white therapists, I've had female therapists. I tried a male out once. And oh, actually, I had a male therapist years ago that was amazing. I will say this, right? Meditate on it and ask the universe to bring the best person for the job to you. Because
Mm.
I've had black female therapists, and there just wasn't, I wasn't getting what it is that I needed.
Mhm.
I've had white female therapists, a Latina therapist, and the white female therapist asked questions. She was highly empathetic. She challenged me to use my mind and my brain to solve issues, right? The black female therapist, it was like talking to a scarecrow.
Mm.
I speak to her, she
Uh.
gives me nothing. She just moves on
Yeah,
to the
that was
next
my
topic.
experience.
So, yeah, so what I'm saying is take race, take gender, take anything and everything out of it. Ask the universe to bring the right person to you for the job, and interview people and see who is the right one for you, because it may come in an unsuspected package.
Yeah, you know that's true. I think I've just been kind of programmed to think I need a black therapist, you know. But you're right. Maybe somebody that is completely far removed may be able to assist me. I don't know, from
If
looking
you listen,
outside.
listen, remove all the criteria of what you think. Ask the universe to bring the right person to you. Speak to them and let them know what you know about yourself that you need. I know I need a person to ask me questions. I know I need a person to challenge me. I know I need a. So those are the things that you need to speak with them about. And then just go
Hmm.
from there. See who you have the best rapport with and who you feel can do the job. And you have to show up for yourself. Okay?
Yeah. Yes. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much for calling in.
All right. Have a great day.
Okay. All right. I would love to stay on longer. It's just that I have run out of time now at this point. I feel in my spirit there's just one more person. I'm just going to take just one more person. One more person. And then after that, I'm going to go work out. So 323-488-3149. That is, we're taking the last person and then we're going to go from there. 323-488-3149. Please hurry and call in. All of that stuff you got going on in the inside, questioning. Okay, great. Here we go. You're on the air live with Tonya. What's your name and where you calling from?
Hello, hi. My name is Alexandra. I'm calling from Texas.
Okay, Alexandra from Texas. Welcome, welcome. What is your dream?
I would say my dream is to become an entrepreneur,
Okay.
and I think the things that has gotten on the way of me becoming an entrepreneur is the fact that I'm dealing with depression. I think that I have a lack of confidence in myself, and also, I have an accent. I'm not from the U.S. and that's something that has been brought up a lot. So that made me feel very self-conscious. And also, I do struggle with being consistent.
Okay. So let me just say this, and this goes out to every and any black person out there. I know that we have been taught to distrust the medical system. I know that we've been taught to distrust big pharma and drugs and stuff like that, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
There are sometimes chemical imbalances that we have that can
Mm-hmm.
only be supplanted by pharmacology to meet
Mm-hmm.
in the gap with no shame. Listen, I just happen to, the way that my body is set up, I just do not metabolize sugars in the same way that other people do. I was working with an endocrinologist last year, and I had to really come to terms with the fact that my body is different than other people's bodies. It's different. It processes differently. There's a complex set of things that are going on in our brain, different hormones and chemicals, serotonin, and all different types of things that if our body is not making it naturally, that we have to get it from another source. And we
Mm-hmm.
can try natural. If natural doesn't do it, do not be afraid to do what research shows works At the end of the day, listen, we only have a small amount of time here on this earth. I am pleading with you. I'm pleading with you. Listen.
I am actually taking the St. John work right now. That's something that I knew
Hold on,
about,
hold on, hold
but I
on, hold
have
on. I'm
never.
talking to the people. Give me just one moment, please, just so I can finish this up. I am pleading with you, please, with the amount of time that you have left here on this earth, do what it is that you need to do to make sure that the time that you have remaining is lived in the largest, most broadest, widest, most abundant way possible for you here on this earth. Because by the time you're on your deathbed or you're old and frail, most of your life at that point is done. So please do what it is that you can do right now. All right. So tell me your name one more time just so I can remember it.
Alexandra.
Alexandra. Okay. So you said that you are taking something. What is it that you're taking? Well, is it
The,
something that's working, something that's not working? Is it natural? Is it from the doctor? You don't have to tell us the name. I just want to
it,
know.
you said it. You said it on the prior call. That's what you told her to take. That's what
Okay.
I am taking right now. I have never been consistent with it because I have always been someone who never wanted to be dependent on anything and neither become like part of the system. And that's one of the reasons I've been struggling for many years to even, I would say, take um, any medication to help me with that. But it was my physician that recommended me to take that. I have taken it and it worked. And when I would feel better, I will stop it. And I recently restarted. I do have a therapist that um, I I had about 7 sessions with her so far. I really like her, and the last time we spoke, she recommended me medication, and I told her I don't want to take any medication. But however, I have taken the medication that you mentioned earlier, and I told her it worked, so I restarted taking it.
Okay. Okay. And so, like I told the last person, put it in a place that you go every morning so that you can be reminded to take it.
Hmm.
Okay. And then, so you said that your accent is stopping you. Your accent is stopping you from becoming an entrepreneur. How?
Well, when it comes about entrepreneurship, you have to sell yourself through social media. You have to be able to communicate a message. And there are certain people who cannot understand me. Most often, I am asked to repeat what I said because they didn't understand the word that I said. And also, there are some people that they think because you have an accent or maybe you take a longer time to speak, that you're less intelligent um, or you are less than. So that has mentally that has always been like a barrier. And
What is
you
it?
know,
What's the business that you're trying to start?
so I would like to educate people on how to invest.
You want to educate people on how to invest? What are your
Yes,
what's your certification
and
in this?
no, I don't have a certification, but I would like to um, show people how they can invest into the stock market. The stock market.
Okay, so that's your passion?
Yes,
Okay, so what are you doing to get certified so that you can be able to advise people?
I didn't know you could get certify that there's any certification for that.
This is your dream, correct?
Yes,
Okay.
actually, passion.
This is your passion?
Yes, I am passionate about it.
Okay. So, what is it that you're doing in the field that you're passionate about?
No, I'm just doing it for myself, but I'm not doing like I don't have any credential, and I did not even think that you needed any credential for that neither.
Okay. So, have you Googled how to become an investment advisor?
I have not. But that is two different things. Being a financial advisor and teaching people how to invest in the stock market.
Okay. Well, listen, I had an associate many years ago who taught people how to invest in the stock market. And
Hmm.
I know for a fact, I forget, it's SE something. There was a
Okay.
certification that he had to have because it is illegal to give investment advice, stock market advice without this certification. So I remember
Okay.
specifically because he would talk about having this because he had a newsletter. This was many years ago. He's dead now. Um, but this was many years ago, and he would talk about this in his newsletter about these S1C, S1EC, something like that. So yeah, you must have you looked into how to advise people? Let me, I'll Google it right now.
Okay.
How to advise people to invest in stock market. Okay. So, investment advice, get professional guidance, Harvest Business School online, 7 tips about stock investing. Okay, this isn't giving me the information that I need. Oh, Series 7, that is what it was called. Series 7. Thank you, Bahia. Thank you. Okay, so
Okay.
let me just say this, right? And I started off, I don't know if you were here in the beginning of this conversation, but I've been talking for years about being a public speaker. I didn't know how
Hmm.
to become a public speaker. When I began to Google it, I was led to a course that I invested in. At the end of the course, I did not get what it is that I felt I paid for, but that led me to a different organization, which led me to another organization that I entered the speech contest. I won the speech contest, and here we are today with people sending me invitations to come and speak at their organizations, right?
Hmm.
If you say that this is your passion, start looking it up, start making some phone calls, start putting in the effort. Because you see, there are things that are stacked atop of one another. So we have the depression, then we have the self-consciousness about the accent, then we have the not knowing how to do this, not knowing that there's even certifications, right? So it's like we have to start combating these one at a time. So let's start taking that St. John's wort consistently. And if the St. John's wort does not let me say that again. If the St. John's wort does not do what it is that you need it to do, you must be open to being able to do what it takes. Because life is short, and you don't want to spend the bulk of your life dealing with issues that you don't necessarily have to deal with. Like, you're making the choice to make things harder because of all of the mental things that we have as Black people assigned with supplementing from the outside. Listen, each and every day, like last week when I was doing the dance break, there was somebody who said, well, I walked 2 miles yesterday. I'm like, yesterday was yesterday. Today is today. One of the things that I've learned since becoming, since entering into the second half of my life is there are vitamins that as we get older, we no longer create them physically anymore in the same degree that we did, and we have to supplement from the outside.
Mm-hmm.
Are we willing to take collagen for the rest of our lives so that our skin can be taut and tight? Are we willing to take multivitamins for the rest of our lives? It's like, if we are willing to supplement from the outside, something that we don't have on the inside, then why do we have all of these things going on with us? Because Black people in the past, our elders, they denigrated having to rely on substances outside of us. I'm willing to take a multivitamin for the rest of my life. I am willing to do what it is that I need to do to get into my system the things that it needs to be able to process, to be able to do the things that it needs to do, digest, whatever it is. Life is short. You know, I'm going to tell this story real quick. Give me just a moment to tell it, please. I was looking at my body the other day. I was looking at my body and I was looking at how it looked compared to, what's out there on Instagram nowadays, etc., right? And I thought to myself, because, I'm doing weight training right now and I'm working on strengthening, etc. And I know that with consistency, I will be fit, right? But I thought to myself that I spent so long in denial that my 20s are completely gone now. They're gone. I will never have the experience of being in my 20s with a fit, taut, tight body. I'll never have that experience because I spent a great portion of my life in denial about what it actually takes to be fit. I don't want you to waste your time. I want you to do what it is that you need to do now. Do what you need to do now so that you can live as long as you can in the ways that you want to live. Do you hear what I'm saying, Alexandra?
Yes, you're speaking to me.
Yes. Because the time goes. It goes. And yeah, so you may be able to get there one day in the future, but do what it is that you need to do right now. The time is going.
Mm-hmm.
And we can't get it back. So do what you got to do, okay? Whether that's St. John's wort or it's a prescription drug, do what you got to do. Somebody said look up the side effects. Look up the side effects for any drug and see what percentage of the people who took it actually had those side effects. Because at the end of the day, listen, Alexandra, I want you to live a good life. I want you to live happy. I want you to start accomplishing your dreams. I want you to have the energy to do it, the wherewithal to do it, the impetus to do it. We waste so much time thinking about what other people will think, what other people say about us. Oh, my accent. Oh, you're fat. Oh, you're old. Oh, you're this. Oh, you're that. When you're on your deathbed, none of these people are going to matter. You're going to wonder why, when you were XYZ age, why didn't I do what it is that I wanted to do because of other people's negative thoughts? Okay, so you have an accent. All right, listen, get people results and they won't care about your accent. They care about the results. Also, wherever your accent is from, there are people who are from there who need investment advice who sound just like you. Right?
Yes.
Where are you from? Is it Haiti, somewhere in Africa? You sound like you speak French.
I was born. I was born in France, and my parents are Haitian.
Okay.
And I speak a little Spanish.
So there are many. So you were born in France. So you have French citizenship. Okay. So it's like there are
I
many
mean, I
people.
live in the U.S.
Okay, you live in the US. Okay. There are people in the US who speak French. There are Haitian people here who need investing. This is what I'm saying. The barriers that you're creating are in your mind because there are French people who invest every day in the US. And you are fluent in French, right?
Yes,
And you speak Creole.
yes.
Okay. So it's like sometimes we create these barriers ourselves. And the barrier, let me tell you what happened to me 10 years ago. 10 years ago, I wanted a talk show, but I used to say, oh, well, I'm too heavy. People don't want a fat person on their stage, this, that, and the other. Oh, I used to say all of this stuff to myself, right? And 10 years
Hmm.
ago, I was in this program and I ended up losing all of my weight. And I ended up having to really confront myself. What's my excuse now? If you lost your accent right now, what would be your excuse? It's like you're using your accent as an excuse. When people speak French, they speak Creole, they have the same accent as you. Every day, people listen. People are taking advice from any number of people. Okay, so there's some people who can't understand you. If you working on getting them the money and investments that they need, they're gonna find a way to understand you. There's people who are writing, Oprah was heavy set. This is what I'm saying. These are excuses that we give ourselves. What is your excuse? My excuse was that I felt that I was too heavy. What is her excuse is it's her accent. What's your excuse? Take the time to write out your excuse. What is your excuse? I want to see some writing on the screen. What is your excuse for not going after your dream?
I would say weight and the fact that I am a black woman also is an excuse.
Okay. So your weight, black woman, you heard that there was a woman on the phone who's specifically looking for a black female therapist.
Mm-hmm.
So there's people who are out there specifically looking for black female. The person who is calling on WhatsApp right now, your number is going to be shown on the screen because it's not time for you to call in at this moment. Listen, so people are writing their stuff, money, procrastination. I feel like I'm not smart enough. So listen, Alexandra, I'm going to let you go and I want to hear one action step that you're going to take towards your dream today.
Today, definitely, I will look into getting certified so that I can be credible to what I'm trying to do.
Okay. The captions at the bottom of the screen were somehow able to understand everything that you said. And this is a computerized program. So if the captions can understand, please believe people can understand you. Oh, look, Nayadek says if you live in Colorado, we are hiring for Creole Spanish interpreters. Interesting. Listen, and you said you speak some Spanish and some Creole. Nayadek put the thing on the link on Facebook. So listen, I am going to let you go. Look into your certification. Stop making excuses and go live. Go live. Go live. Go live. You hear me? Go live. All right.
Okay, thank you so much. I
All right.
really
We love you.
appreciate it.
All right. Au revoir.
Mhm. Au revoir.
All right. So my excuses, I've gone through too much. I understand everything she says. She speaks very clearly. We give certifications. I don't know how to stop this. I don't know how to stop. I don't want to get notifications from that. It's not time for that. Let me put this in Do Not Disturb. I understand you want to get through, but I was only taking one more phone call. So unfortunately, that was the last one because I need to do what I need to do. I got to get my videos posted. I got to get my workout in. My excuses, I've gone through too much. Okay. Analysis paralysis. All right. Well, listen. Life is going to continue to tick. It's going to keep on ticking. You still have some time while you're here on this earth, so you got to do what it is that you got to do. Mary says, I understood her completely exactly, but this is what I'm saying. In our minds, we make these excuses. The person who said money, that is just an excuse, because I can guarantee you that if your baby needed whatever type of money it is that you said that you needed, you would find a way to get your baby that money. If your baby needed that money, you would find a way to get it, or you would make a way to get it. So the money is an excuse. MN says, I'm lazy. Well, if you're going to be lazy and that's the full stop, then you do however it is that you want to do. All right, listen, let me check these Cash Apps that have come in. All right, so Phoebe has sent $5 and says, thank you. Thanks for your coaching. You're welcome, my dear. Clear sends 10 and says, TED Talk next. You're a great orator. I always see or always look. Thank you. I do feel that I will be giving a TED Talk. I do feel that. Bahia sends 1111 and says, reminders to get back on the St. John's ward. Absolutely. And put it someplace that you see it every day so that, I guess they still have the St. Patrick's Day stuff up here. Okay, well, I am going to, what am I going to do? I have closed the phone lines. I am going to look for listen, it's time for us to move again. So let's get some music up on the scene. Let's see what we have here. All right, so, okay, listen, we're going to put 2 minutes up here. And so we're going to move and then we're going to give our self-love lessons. All right. Here we go. 2 minutes on the clock. And listen, it doesn't matter how you move as long as you move, okay? Here, there's the clock. You can't see it. You can see it through the thing, but here. 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8. Listen. It doesn't matter how you move, as long as you move. Hey. Listen, as long as you move, that's all that matters. Get the heart rate up for a little while. Come on. Okay. We got 1 minute and 20 seconds. Come on. I see Valerie saying yes, but you should not be typing. You should be moving. Let's see. We got 45 more seconds, so make this 45 seconds count. right. Okay. Okay, so listen. Someone called me and told me their ex-husband's son just committed self-unaliving. Oh, it's terrible to hear that. Whew. That's a tough one. My condolences to the family. We're in some drastic times. This is what I'm saying. We got to do what we got to do to stay up. We really do. So listen, there's 75 people watching on Twitter. That is a lot, especially for Twitter. So welcome in people on Twitter. Say hello. We got 35 people on Facebook and we have 144 on YouTube. So listen, I want you to tell me what your self-love lesson has been from today's video. Oops, that's not the right screen. I need you to type SLL and let me know what the self-love lesson that you gained from today's video. Tell me what it is. Okay. I love a nice hinted accent, of course. Especially, listen, so many of us are first and second generation. Please. Okay. So type SLL for self-love lesson and then type your self-love lesson. And the self-love lesson is going to be spoken from the affirmative. It's going to be spoken from the affirmative. So you're going to talk about what it is that you do want. Okay. I don't see anybody typing their self-love lessons. I know there's a little bit of a delay, but you all should have been typing them by now, especially since I told you that we were going to be writing them out before we even took our movement break. Okay. I will be more intentional about my goals. Okay. All right. I like that. Hey. I love dubstep. Hey, hey. I wish I had some neon glasses right now. All right, come on, let's see these self-love lessons. Come on. I will use the time I have left on this earth to do what I need to accomplish my goals. I love that. I will reach out for help when I need motivation to reach my goals. I will take action. Okay. Loila, I'm going to hold you to that because you're a regular knockout. So get a life coach, get a therapist, do what it is that you need to do. Work out, exercise, move. Working out, exercising has natural mood lifters. Like, don't you feel more enthused after we just took that movement break? I am the one standing between me and my dreams. Well, after you know that, what are you going to do with that? That's not a full sentence. Just what are you going to do with that? Keep moving forward. I want to change. If I want to change, I have to take steps and commit to doing the work. Absolutely. SLL, I will stop we'll take the word stop out because we're only speaking from what it is that we do want. No words like stop, never, don't, not, none of those words. Change that self-love lesson, Tay, and talk about what it is that you do want. And then Anna, right after with the stop, turn that around, take the word stop out and figure out how to say that from the positive affirmative. How do people dance to this music? Do you just sway from side to side? I have to go see some music videos to see how people dance to dubstep because I have no idea. All right. Then we're coming up with my favorite reggae song. You know this is my favorite. So come on, Tay and Anna, I'm waiting for you all to rewrite those self-love lessons. Listen, you know I can't sit down when it comes to listen. You know I can't. Listen, so come on. Let's see those self-love lessons. Come on. A. All right, let's see. I will get it done, okay? I'm going to take action every day to achieve my goals, okay? Listen, okay? All right. So if that's all we have, so I will see you all in the next video. Oh, let me give my self-love lesson from today's video. You know what my self-love lesson from today's video is? My self-love lesson from today's video is about, listen, it's about the vulnerability, about being honest, and using my vulnerabilities to help other people. So that is my self-love lesson. Listen, I will see you all in the next video. Go out there and love one another. Most importantly, love yourself. Listen, I will see you all in the next video. Oh, somebody, you want me to bust a wine, but if I'm a bust a wine, you need to bust a wine too. Here, let me, Listen, I'll see you all in the next video. I'll see you all in the next video.